over the holiday weekend.
We have to feed ourselves?
You'll have to this time. All right, thanks, Coach. Thank you. There's nothing like rivalry week, especially where we are in our season. You know, down to one game, some disappointing things have happened, and as I, started talking with our football team, we started going over the rivalry that we have with Northwestern. But you don't have to go into a whole lot of detail, really, because guys, as you play sports, every player I asked a few of the guys in our team meeting, who was their high school rival. I mean, instantly you got an answer. And there are some natural rivalries that you have. So I think athletes know exactly what it means when this week comes around. And so Northwestern week is here. We can't wait to play. They're having an outstanding year. I think 6 games in a row. Some good players on both sides of the football. Jackson is an excellent running back. Dorson has done a lot of good things at the quarterback position. So we know what we're facing. And talking about our football team, after last week's effort, we can't wait to get back on the football field. We should get a couple of guys back this week, hopefully, to be at full force. And I also love playing, it's your last game to play it at home also. So, a lot of good things to look forward to. We kind of changed our schedule up a little bit with Thanksgiving coming up, so we've moved everything up a day. So we'll be out on the football field today, full force. Take a question.
Lovie, what are the steps you need to see to get Cam back on the field this week?
He was close last week. I was able to do some things. So we think, we think he's will be good to go. As much as anything, he's been out a few weeks. I know right now he's don't see any setbacks that should happen.
Just with where you said where you're at, I mean, what have you seen from your team? Just seems like they're fighting. Did you see that too? How do you feel about their mentality?
We can't complain about the effort we've gotten throughout. The story has been we played hard, not been able to finish football games. Started fast, haven't been able to finish strong, but the effort has been there. Again, taking the last week, the last game away, we've had an opportunity throughout. So, as a coach, that's what you want to see. You want to see the team just keep fighting and taking, you like to see big steps, but we've taken small steps, we feel like, throughout. And it all comes down to this game. There's one more. There's no tomorrow. One game left to go. And exactly where we are, individually, we should see.
What changed between the first half and the second half on Saturday that tied them basically in the second half?
It's hard to say exactly what, changed. I mean, I think they were in a little bit different situation. But for our guys, you play a full game. And you kind of deal with things that have happened to you throughout the course of the game. They got off to a good start. We dealt with that. We regrouped and did a few good things in the second half. We've seen a lot of players get an opportunity to contribute to our team. A guy like Amori Hayes being able to get the touchdown his senior year, big. A guy like Cam Miller hadn't gotten a lot of reps and doing, running the scout team most of the time in this season, but to come in and 1-for-1 with the touchdown. So you have to like some of those things that happen.
Any word on Chase Crouch? How he came out with that injury?
No season-ending surgery or anything like that. Serious knee bruise. But we say that. Really sore after the game. Of course, couldn't play during the game. So we'll see how it goes this week. Also, Jeff George is making progress too. So again, we have a little bit of time like we've had in between. This week we'll need all hands on deck.
Lovie, speaking here on the heels of the announcement about the Mizzou series, did it's a long time away, but your reaction to that being scheduled?
All in favor of it. I think we talk about rivals. There's some natural rivals, especially when you're close. St. Louis is a big recruiting area for both of us. Both, and it's about halfway in between. Just looking at Illinois football through the years, there was a time when that was one of those games, that we look forward to seeing. And I know, geography-wise, where we are, I know the fans should like it. And it's far away, but eventually they'll get here. So I think it's a good thing. All in favor.
Is it something you advocated for? Was it more it was happening? You were just pleased with the captain?
Well, I think, of course, Josh wanted it to happen. And I, of course, all in favor, have voiced that before. There's some teams that are close, some natural games you should play. Our conference takes care of a lot of that, but the ones that conference doesn't take care of, it's good to have them on the schedule.
Then being an SEC team, how can that help us schedule any SEC team?
Well, I think, we do recruit down south, so I think that's all good. And Missouri's a good program, too, if you want to match up, against, good teams as much as anything. SEC is a strong conference, so to play a team from the SEC quite often is a good thing, too.
Your thoughts on the Dick Butkus statue that'll go outside your new performance center?
Fitting, feeling on it. There should be a lot of, you should see a lot of Dick Butkus. Of course, Rick, you look at top of our stadium, there's a reason why he's up there. And you talk about Illinois' program. People know that Dick loves the university, went to school here. So it's only fitting that we would be able to really see him daily.
You kind of followed him around. I mean, how well did you get to know him in Chicago?
Enough to, know that it was an honor every time you talk with him. And I knew exactly who I was talking to. And, just a history, a fan of football, history of football. You have to love that. And, of course, having a chance to coach where he played, on the next level, I did get a chance to get a chance to know him then. And, again, just appreciate everything he's done for the game. And really appreciate what he does for our university here.
Do you have to teach players at all about him and who he was?
I think
so many generations.
It seemed like we get more and more removed from some of our, our great players of the past. Young generation, you'd be surprised at some of the names we know that they don't, but they know. You know Dick Butkus. That's one of the names that comes to, young and old. You know exactly what he means to football and what he's meant to football for a lot of years.
You're giving the kids off Thursday, is that right? The players off.
We're giving them, yes, that required day off that all college athletes have each week is Thursday.
What do you want them to do? I mean, obviously, eat turkey and all that, but I mean, what do you want them to? How do you want them to enjoy the day?
I want them to enjoy it the same way we are. It's a day to give thanks what we have, where we are. Thanks for having a chance to play for a great university like we have. Spend time together as much as anything. I mean, what do you normally do on Thanksgiving? I know football has always been a part of my life. Thanksgiving, and I think it's neat too, especially for players from another area of the country, to be able to go families that are close by. Some of our players, I think it's neat. I recall vividly, I went to school far away, but having a chance to, the coach at some of the local guys' home. So our players get a chance to do that. Spending, we'll of course bring some of them to our houses too. You say, am I cooking? I think that was a question. Of course, long past doing much cooking. My wife's a great cook, so looking forward to our Thanksgiving meal, just like most of you.
Any other questions for Coach?
Thank you.
So,
All right.